Hello, this is Malorian, and this is going to be a 3,000 point game of my Orcs against some Empire. So the game we got was Watchtower, and that's what I have in the center there. Is I have my a unit of 20 Night Goblins. We used just the same terrain as the last time, just mixed it up. So we have the one Acropolis of Heroes. That's what it is. That black building on the left with the fence and the ghost fence there. There's that idol of Gork in the middle. He has actually a folding fortress that he took up on his side. The white buildings are just regular buildings. Then on the right we have a mysterious forest and that sinister statue. Um, Going from left to right, what we have here, I have a boar chariot. Then this is my brand new unit that I have set up where it's a horde of squig herds. So we're going to test that out. Then there's a wolf chariot, a unit of 100 night goblins with spears and 3 bosses with great weapons. I then have 100 big guns with shields. They're going for ranks just because they're going after the tower. And in there, I have my my Night Goblin BSB with the Banner of Discipline, and there's also my Night Goblin War Boss with a great weapon. And really, I think this is usually the best way to go. Just keep it cheap. Anyway, then I have another mirror unit of 100 Night Goblins with spears and netters and bosses. I have a troll, I have a wolf chariot, my usual horde of black orcs, and then the boar chariot on the far side. And this is going to be the last time when we're taking a picture going across. After this, I'll just center on the center, because that's what really it's all about. My opponent, he has some pistoliers here on the left that scouted up, because he's going to have first turn. He has a big unit of these great swords with some archers in front, a big huge horde of the swordsmen, and in there is just a whole bunch of different characters. There's a BSB, a captain, and something else was in there too, maybe a warrior priest. Anyway, he has some swordsmen. He has his arch-lector on a war altar at the back there. Then he has what is it? Some handgunners, another detachment. In the building, he has 20 uh, handguns, and he has a sorcerer in there. He also, on the right side, has trying to remember now. Oh yeah, he has a big unit of 20 flagellants, and then he has a bunch of war machines. So he has a mortar on the top left that you can't see, and then that grouping has another mortar, a cannon, and a hellblaster. And then on the far right, he has some knights and some pistoliers that are just on the other side of the sinister statue right now. So some thoughts on this game. Uh, I really am liking this. I'm going to be starting with the tower. However, those flagellants could probably wipe out my entire unit in one go. So it's going to be very important that I get there as soon as possible. I'll have to try and beat those flagellants out once they take it, hopefully with my big guns. And then once I do that, just kind of bog things up with my units of 100 night goblins, and then just kind of make sure he doesn't flank me with my 2 hammer units on either side. And like I said, here's just a picture from the center, and this is really what I'll just focus on from now on, because this is going to be the main focus of the entire battle. Empire automatically gets first turn, and then this was huge. His flagellants failed to charge on the tower, so that's great. I did some stand and shoot, did nothing back, but really, I don't care. Rest of his stuff on his turn, he throws a bunch of shooting into the building there, and most of it I just let through because I want to stop the rest of his spells. Killed some of my left night goblins, almost destroyed my chariot there on the left, and my squig herd. Wow, my squig herd just took a beating. So now I'm really worried about actually losing all my handlers and having them explode before I even use them. So I'm going to have to be really aggressive with them. So my turn 1, animosity means that the left night goblins were forced to charge or do nothing, so they charged the pistoliers and sent them one way, and then the chariot charged them again and then sent them all the way to the back of his lines. My troll failed stupidity, and on the far right, my other chariot scared off the other pistolier. So really on the flanks, I'm just kind of keeping him away. And then otherwise, I'm just moving up. So the big guns are ready to go into the tower. And this was huge. You're probably wondering how that big unit of 100 got up there. That's what I was talking about when I said that the Hand of Gork is a game-winning spell. Because this is huge. I just teleported up the unit, and now he can't charge them. Or he can't charge the building with his flagellants. And, yeah, I mean, that was just massive. So on his turn 2, then, he decides to charge them with the flagellants, because, I mean, might as well. He's going to do a lot of damage to me, but the thing is that I'm perfectly set up to take him on. He has no armor, just toughness 3, and so my little stabby attacks are just going to take him down faster than he'd like, for sure. End of his turn 2 looks like this. So he destroyed the one wolf chariot on the right. His cav had rallied, and one thing he did that I thought was interesting is his great swords swung around the left side of that Acropolis of Heroes, which means that for the most part they're not going to get into the battle till it's too late. He has set up to try and countercharge me with a lot of these other units, but the thing is that once that big unit of 100 Night Goblins get up there, he's just going to be bogged down. Of course, I killed a whole bunch of his flagellants. He killed a bunch of me too, but no big deal. And he actually targeted a lot into my big guns and killed a good number of them because he knew he was going to go into the building right away, but, not enough. So on my turn 2, I go for a long bomb charge with the Squig Herds and get it. I knew I was going to be in trouble here, but I thought I might as well kill something first before I explode. And then as well, I threw my chariot as well just to get in more damage. He brought his one detachment into the flank, but this was actually kind of a mistake in a way because I forgot that he had a faster initiative than me, and so he's going to kill most of my guys before I get to do any damage. But like I said before, this unit was going to die anyway, so I just might as well do something with it first. So after it looks like this, my Night Goblin archers left the tower, the big guns went inside, the trolls coming over. My Black Orcs are supporting on the right side here. On the left side, I'm just kind of moving around my chariot to try and, bog him down. On the far right, actually, that statue shut up those pistoliers, and the last one was killed by my chariot, so that's all gone on the right flank. All of his flagellants are now dead. I stabbied them all to death, and in there, he actually killed my chariot. I didn't do very much damage to him, but then I exploded and killed a whole bunch more, so that was pretty good. Now, Empire turn 3, this was supposed to be a huge charge, but it got all messed up. The little detachment charges my archers, no big deal. His war altar comes in, and then the swordsman horde was supposed to join, and then the detachment was supposed to hit the flank after and support, but his swordsman just rolled a 3 for the charge distance, failed, and so now it's the war altar. So whereas, he needs to kill these guys as fast as possible if he's going to break them, but here he just lost 2 rounds of combat. And then, of course, the detachment does nothing because that support comes later. So after it looks like this, his little detachment kills my archers, no big deal. He throws a whole bunch of shooting into my right Night Goblin unit, but right away here they're going to be able to take on those War Machine batteries. On the left, he is moving up his great swords. I can't remember if he's already killed my chariot over there. Oh no, he hadn't yet. So he's just really putting on the pressure. And in the main combat, you might see I'm going to always have this one champion at the back, or a big boss rather. That's because he's going to keep issuing a challenge and I'll reject. I threw everything against the actual chariot and only did 1 wound, but the longer I do this, the better. And who knows, maybe if I can destroy that war altar, then maybe I can make him break. But the main thing is I'm just tying down this left side. So my turn 3, I charge in the troll there. You can't see on the left side, but I charged his pistoliers and killed them. So I have a chariot that's kind of up there. The Night Goblins go up. I destroyed, I think it was the Hell Blaster, and then I ran into the cannon, one or the other, but now it's all held up. My Black Orcs charged the Knights and wiped them out, so that's all gone. And then we're on to Empire turn 4. So he tries for the supercharge again. The swordsmen get in this time, and the detachment wanted to support as well, but the way it worked, they actually couldn't make it because you get only the 1 wheel, and there's no way that you could zigzag to the flank with only the 1 wheel. So the detachment failed, but at least now he's going to be getting a lot more kills against me. Now, I don't have a picture for it, but he had a heroic charge here where the little archer detachment charged my board chariot in the flank. I was about to take out his other mortar with it and actually beat me and ran me off the board. So, way to go to his archers. Otherwise, his greatswords swift reform and move over, and so is the other detachment looking. So he's looking to really smash my Night Goblins later on. But as you can see here, he did some damage to me, but with his swordsman being netted, they just couldn't do that much damage, and then my stabby did just as much back. Over there, I destroyed another war machine, and that's it. I'm ready to take on the last one. Orcs turn 4. My Night Goblins at the top destroy the mortar, and now they are combat reformed to face the tower, so I can try taking on the sorcerer in there and the handgunners. Black Orcs coming over to the support, and you can't see it, but there's a chariot following behind them. In the main combat, I've now done another wound to the altar, and just still, net those swordsmen and stabby, and just grinding them down. Empire turn 5, he gets off his supercharge, so I now have a detachment on one flank, other flank, another detachment, and the great swords. The little token there is just showing that they're unbreakable. He cast that, I think, very first turn. I just never bothered. But when we got to the point when we were going to be doing the combat, we realized we didn't roll for the end of game at the end of turn 4, and we rolled a 6. So that was it. Game was over, and I held the tower. That means, as I said, victory to the Orcs and Goblins. I held the tower. In the end, I think it went off extremely easily. That the big thing of the game was me getting off that teleportation spell on the Night Goblins. I just blocked off those flagellants, and even then, the fact that those flagellants couldn't charge the tower first turn anyway. Because, as I said, there's a fairly good chance, if they sacrificed and got rerolls, that they could just wipe out all 20 in one foul swoop. Again, getting back to my units of 100 Night Goblins, didn't make any stupid mistakes this game, and they're just wonderful. I mean, just that, all the spear attacks, all the stabby, makes them so deadly. Wiped out those fanatics in 2 rounds of combat. These swordsmen, I was able to stand up with them, even though I was still fighting the War Altar at the same time, and just the fact that I can just completely bog something down like usual, but I'm fighting back at the same time. So I love them. My big guns I didn't get to really test. The Squig Herd I got to test, and it did all right, but then again they got targeted right away and got really reduced in effectiveness. So I don't think that was a good showing for them, but I'll have to use those again. So anyway, hope you like it. Bye.